Very good morning, students. This is Jay Vishahan. Today I am going to take a new topic, which is work energy principle. What is work? Work is nothing but is a product of the force and displacement of the body. Assume your body is being kept over a horizontal plane and an external force is being applied to push the body towards the right hand side. Due to the force, the body moves some distance, which is nothing but the displacement or distance. The force and displacement should be in the same direction. Right? So therefore, work is the product of force and the distance. So work is equal to force into its distance is displacement. The unit should be, the force is Newton and the displacement or distance would be meter. So therefore unit shall be Newton meter. 1 Newton meter is joule. Right. So this is work done. Right. This is work done. Now let me explain the energy. Energy is nothing but the capacity energy. Energy is nothing but the capacity of doing work is known as energy. Right. In other words, it can be said it is the product of power and time. Power and time. The energy can be mechanical, energy can be mechanical, it can be electrical, it can be heat, it can be light, etc. And it can be chemical energy also. See, as far as engineering mechanic is concerned, we are concerned with only mechanical energy. We are concerned with only mechanical energy. Mechanical energy is classified into two, which is potential energy. The other name of potential is position energy or datum energy. The second one is kinetic energy. Let me explain about potential energy. In short, we can mention as PE, potential energy. Potential is nothing but it is the capacity to do work due to the position of the body. It can be denoted by PE. Potential energy is the capacity to do work due to the position of the body. Assume this is the ground or floor. Consider a mass of a body, which can be denoted as M. Due to gravity, it tries to fall down, right? It reaches to the ground due to the gravity. This is the height. This is the mass of the body and height above the ground. When the body is released, when this body is released, it will come to the ground due to the gravitational attraction to the earth, right? So the force of attraction or the weight of the body. The weight is capable of doing work, right? So work done for this is work done of the body is equal to force into its distance. Force into its distance. Force is nothing but the mass, and due to gravity it comes. So m into is acceleration due to gravity. And what about the distance? Here the distance is in terms of height. So mgh, the potential energy, therefore potential energy is equal to mgh. Clear? Right. Then the next one is kinetic energy. In short, we can mention or denote this as Ke. Kinetic energy is the capacity to do work due to the motion of the body. Right? Kinetic energy is the capacity to do work due to the motion of the body. Consider a body of mass m moving from rest. It's moving from rest, that is subject to the acceleration. So the force has been applied and it moves somewhere here. This is the displacement and it moves with some kind of velocity, right? Since the body starts from rest, you can consider u is equal to 0. When the body starts from rest, u is equal to 0. Suppose the body comes to rest, its final velocity will be 0. Here, as far as this example is concerned, it starts from rest, therefore u is equal to 0. So work done is equal to work done of the body equal to force into its distance. Here force is F, distance is S. You all know, as per Newton's second law, F is equal to ma. Now I am going to apply here in this. So F is equal to ma into S. Consider equation as 1. So, and I taught you few formulas when the body is moving the horizontal position. V is equal to u plus at, S is equal to ut plus half at square, and V square is equal to u square plus 2as. So I'm applying this formula. U is equal to 0 because the body starts from rest. Therefore, it can be mentioned as V square is equal to 2as. Therefore, as is equal to V square by 2. Equation number 2. Apply this as value on equation number 1. So this can be written as work done equal to m into v square by 2. Right. So therefore kinetic energy equal to 1 by 2 m into v square. Clear? See, as far as work energy principle is concerned, work energy principle is useful for solving the problems where force, displacement and velocities are involved. Work energy principle equal to work done equal to the change in kinetic energy. Change in kinetic energy. So change in kinetic energy is nothing but the final kinetic energy minus initial kinetic energy. So this can be written as work done. Work done is nothing but force into displacement. So force can be horizontal force or vertical force. So it can be mentioned as summation H or summation V into S equal to change in kinetic final minus initial. So 1 by 2 mass into V square, that is final kinetic energy, minus 1 by 2 into m into u square, which is nothing but u is nothing but initial velocity. So this can be rewritten as summation h or summation v into s equal to 1 by 2 m. I am taking m as common, so 1 by 2 in the m v square minus u square. So this is the formula for work energy principle. See, a couple of points we'll have to remember while solving a problem. First one is the body moving direction. The body moving direction should be considered as body moving direction is positive and opposite direction is, of course, should be negative, is negative. Second point, if the motion is in vertical position, if the motion is in vertical position, if motion is in vertical direction, the condition should be summation v is not equal to 0 and summation h equal to 0. The third point, if the motion is in horizontal direction, summation h is not equal to 0 and summation v equal to 0. So first you will have to remember the formula of work energy principle, which is force into displacement. The force can be horizontal or vertical. There is a sum of vertical and sum of horizontal forces, or into displacement or distance equal to the change in kinetic energy. Right? And while solving the problem, three things you should keep in mind. Body moving direction should be positive and opposite direction is negative. Second, if the motion of the body is in vertical direction, then summation v is not equal to 0 and summation h is equal to 0. If the motion of the body is in vertical direction, then the sum of horizontal forces is not equal to 0 and summation v equal to 0. So in the next session, I'll solve few problems so that you would be in a position, in a better manner to understand it. Thank you.